There is a truth so ancient, so golden, so powerfully woven into the very fabric of the universe, that once you understand it, once you truly grasp it in the marrow of your bones and the chambers of your heart, nothing in your life will ever look the same again. That truth is this: everything you have ever desired already exists. It already has your name written upon it in the luminous ink of divine appointment. The wealth, the abundance, the overflow of good that you have been seeking with such longing and such desperate yearning, it is not coming to you from some faraway place. It is not waiting at the end of a long road of struggle and lack and heartbreak. It is already yours. It has always been yours. The only thing that has ever stood between you and the full inheritance of your divine prosperity is your willingness to believe that it is so. This is not a fairy tale. This is not the wishful thinking of dreamers who refuse to face the so-called reality of life. This is the deepest, most unshakable law of the universe. Florence Scovel Shinn, that magnificent woman of wisdom who walked this earth and left behind words that still ring like bells of gold through the corridors of time, she understood this law completely. She said it plainly. She said it boldly. She wrote it in her books and spoke it to all who would listen. Your word is your wand. What you speak, what you believe, what you hold in the sacred space of your imagination as true and real and already accomplished, that is exactly what the universe brings to your door. So today, we are going to practice the magic. We are going to open the doors of our believing wide, wider than they have ever been opened before. We are going to speak as those who already have it. We are going to feel as those who already have it. We are going to walk and breathe and move through this day as those who already have it. Because the truth is, beloved, you do already have it. You have it in the invisible realm where all creation begins. You have it in the divine substance that underlies all physical manifestation. You have it because God, the infinite intelligence, the great giver of all good things, has already said yes to you. The universe has already dispatched your abundance. It is already on its way. It is already arriving. And as you align your believing with this truth, as you bring your inner world into harmony with the abundance that is already yours in the spiritual realm, you will watch it appear in your physical world with a speed and a certainty that will take your breath away. Let us begin, therefore. Let us begin right now. Let us begin with our words, because our words are seeds, and every seed we plant in the soil of our believing will grow. Every word spoken in faith is a creative force. Every declaration made from the consciousness of having, rather than lacking, is a magnet drawing to you all the good that belongs to you. So open your heart now. Breathe deeply. Let go of every worry, every doubt, every fear that has whispered to you that you are not enough, that there is not enough, that the good things of life are for other people and not for you. Those whispers are lies. They have always been lies. And today, you are choosing to listen to a higher voice, the voice of truth, the voice of abundance, the voice of the infinite supply that never runs dry. I declare right now that I am a child of the infinite universe. I am a beloved expression of the divine intelligence that created all things. The same power that hung the stars in their places and filled the oceans with their waters is the power that breathes through me and moves through me and expresses itself as my life. This power knows no lack. This power knows no limitation. This power has never for one single moment been confused about my worth or my value or my right to receive all good things. And so I align myself now with this power. I open myself now to this power. I say yes to this power. I say yes to the abundance that is my divine inheritance. I say yes to the wealth that already has my name on it. I say yes to the overflow of good that the universe is poised and ready to deliver into my hands. I believe I already have it. I believe it now. Not someday. Not when circumstances change. Not when someone else gives me permission. Now, Right now, in this very moment, with things looking exactly as they look, I choose to believe that my good is already accomplished in the invisible realm. I choose to believe that divine substance is already taking shape, as the money, the opportunities, the open doors, and the miraculous surprises that are moving toward me even as I speak these words. I choose to believe because believing is the key. Believing is the master key that unlocks every treasure chest. Believing is what closes the gap between the invisible and the visible, between the spiritual and the physical, between what is and what appears to be. Florence Scovel Shinn spoke of divine supply. She spoke of it as something real, something present, something as tangible in its own realm, as bread and water and gold are tangible in ours. She understood that the universe operates on a principle of lavish abundance. She understood that the Creator never intended for any of His beloved children to scratch and scrape and worry and go without. The very word abundance means more than enough. It means overflow. It means surplus. It means there is so much available that after you have taken all you need, there is still more left over than you could ever count. This is the nature of the supply that belongs to you. This is the nature of the divine storehouse that is open to you right now. So I release every belief in shortage. I release every memory of lack. I release every story I have ever told myself about why money is hard to come by, about why prosperity is difficult, about why I do not deserve or cannot sustain great wealth. I release these stories now, and I replace them with the truth. The truth is that I live in an abundant universe. The truth is that there is more than enough for me. The truth is that my good is not dependent on the good luck of others, is not stolen from anyone else, does not require anyone to lose in order for me to win. The universe's supply is infinite. When it gives to me, it gives from an inexhaustible source. There is no bottom to this well. There is no ceiling to this sky. There is no end to the good that is available to those who believe. And I believe. Oh, I believe with everything that I am. I believe the way a seed believes in the sun before it ever breaks through the soil. I believe the way a child believes in the love of the parent who has never failed them. I believe the way the ocean believes in the shore, knowing that it will always arrive, knowing that it has always arrived, knowing that its nature is to move and flow and reach its destination without struggle and without doubt. This is the quality of my believing now. Easy, certain, natural, unstrained. I am not forcing my belief. I am not white-knuckling my faith. I am simply aligning with what is true. I am simply choosing to look at the invisible reality that underlies all physical appearances, and I am calling that reality into visible form with the power of my word and the certainty of my heart. Money flows to me easily and naturally. I say this not as a desperate plea, but as a calm, settled, deeply held knowing. Money flows to me the way water flows downhill, effortlessly and inevitably. Money finds me. Money is drawn to me. Money recognizes me as one who honors it, who uses it well, who circulates it with wisdom and generosity and gratitude. I am a good steward of wealth. I am a channel for prosperity. I am open and I am ready and I am worthy of every dollar, every blessing, every financial miracle that is on its way to me right now. I do not chase money. I do not beg for money. I do not worry about money, for worry is a prayer for what you do not want, and I am done praying the prayer of lack. From this day forward, I pray only the prayer of gratitude. From this day forward, I give thanks for the wealth that is already mine in spirit. From this day forward, I speak and I act, and I think as one who has already received, because I have already received. The moment I believed, I received. The moment I accepted my divine inheritance in faith, the spiritual transaction was complete. What remains now is simply the joy of watching it appear in my outer world, the delight of seeing form take shape around the faith that I have already planted. There is a story that Florence Scovel Shinn loved to tell, The story of the man who said his prayer and then went straight to his demonstration. He did not leave the place of prayer and enter back into the house of worry. He did not speak his word of abundance and then spend the rest of his day talking about how broke he was. He planted his seed and he left it in the ground, knowing that the ground knew what to do with it. He trusted the process. He trusted the law. He trusted that what he had set in motion in the invisible would manifest in the visible in the perfect way at the perfect time, orchestrated by an intelligence far greater than his human mind could conceive or plan. This is what I am doing now. This is what I invite every cell of my body and every corner of my consciousness to do. I am planting my seed in the divine ground. I am speaking my word into the divine substance. I am trusting the law. I am trusting the process. I am trusting that the universe, which has never made a mistake, which has never failed to respond to genuine faith, which has never once allowed a prayer of true believing to fall unanswered into empty air, I am trusting that this same universe is responding to me right now. It is responding with precision. It is responding with abundance. It is responding with all the creativity and the unexpectedness and the magnificent surprise that only the infinite mind can orchestrate. My finances are transforming. I say this now. My finances are transforming right now, even as these words leave my lips and enter the atmosphere. Something is shifting. Something is changing at a level deeper than I can see with my physical eyes. The divine rearrangement has begun. Doors that were closed are opening. Channels that were blocked are clearing. Connections are being made in the invisible that will soon become visible as opportunities, as contracts, as checks in the mail, as unexpected windfalls, as raises and promotions and new streams of income flowing in from directions I never anticipated. The universe is creative. The universe is ingenious. The universe knows 10,000 ways to deliver my good to me, and it is using the perfect way right now. I am grateful. Oh, how grateful I am. Gratitude is the multiplier. Gratitude is the fertilizer that causes every seed of blessing to grow faster and fuller and more gloriously than it would otherwise. When I am grateful for the good I have, I draw more good to me. When I say thank you for every dollar, for every meal, for every roof over my head, for every evidence of supply, no matter how small it may appear in this moment, I am sending a signal to the universe that says, I am ready for more. I am a good receiver. I appreciate what I have, and therefore, I am qualified to receive even greater abundance. Thank you, Divine Intelligence, for my financial blessings. Thank you for the money that is coming to me now from expected and unexpected sources. Thank you for the wisdom that guides my financial decisions. Thank you for the opportunities that are unfolding before me. Thank you for the connections and the ideas and the divine appointments that are even now being arranged on my behalf. Thank you for the clearing of all debt, the healing of all financial wounds, the restoration of all that was lost or taken or squandered in seasons past. Thank you for the new beginning that this moment represents. Thank you for the faith that rises in me now and refuses to be put down by appearances or circumstances or the doubting voices of those who have not yet discovered this truth for themselves. I do not compare my journey to anyone else's journey. I do not look at what others have and feel diminished by it. I do not look at what others lack and feel afraid that lack is also my destiny. Each soul has its own divine timing. Each life has its own divine plan. And my plan, my divine plan, is one of abundance, of increase, of overflow. It has been this way since before I was born. The Creator who fashioned me and breathed life into my lungs did not fashion me for poverty, did not breathe purpose into my existence, only to withhold the resources needed to fulfill that purpose. No. Every divine calling comes with divine provision. Every God-given dream comes with God-given supply. I was made for abundance, and abundance was made for me. And today, I choose to live as though I know this, because I do know this, and knowing it is everything. The great law of the universe is the law of giving and receiving. What you give out returns to you multiplied. What you send forth in love and generosity and faith comes back in kind, enlarged and transformed by the divine multiplication that operates at every level of creation. I am a giver. I give joyfully, I give generously, I give with a heart full of trust that my supply is infinite, and my act of giving only opens me wider to the flow of abundance that the universe is always trying to pour into my life. I do not hold back my giving out of fear of running out. I give as one who knows that the source is inexhaustible, that the well is bottomless, that the more I give, the more channels I open for my own receiving. I give time, I give talent, I give money, I give kindness, I give attention and care and love and service. I give these things not because I am trying to earn my abundance, for abundance is not earned, it is accepted as a divine birthright. I give because giving is the natural expression of a soul that knows it is connected to infinite supply. I give because it feels like freedom. I give because in the act of giving I am declaring to the entire universe that I do not believe in shortage, that I do not operate from the consciousness of scarcity, that I am a being of overflow who has more than enough to share. And as I give, more returns. This is the law. This has always been the law. What you sow, you shall reap. What you send out, you shall receive back. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Florence Scovel Shinn knew this. The sages and the mystics and the spiritual teachers across every tradition and every age have known this. And I know this. I know this in my bones. I know this in the quiet certainty that rises in me when I still the noise of the outer world and listen to the deep knowing that lives beneath my thoughts. There is a voice there, at the center of my being, that has never once doubted my prosperity. There is a knowing there that has never once believed the lies of lack. That voice is the voice of my divine self, the part of me that is made in the image and likeness of the infinite abundance of creation itself. And today, I am listening to that voice. Today, that is the only voice I am following. I am following it into courage. I am following it into bold, decisive, faith-filled action. Because believing is not passive. Believing is not sitting in a chair and waiting for abundance to fall from the sky without any movement on my part. True believing expresses itself in action. True believing walks through the door it cannot yet see clearly, trusting that the floor will be there when the foot comes down. True believing makes the phone call, writes the proposal, applies for the position, invests in the dream, shows up fully even when the outer evidence is thin. This is the faith that moves mountains. This is the faith that Florence Scovel Shinn was speaking of when she talked about taking the fearless step of one who knows that they are guided, supported, backed by infinite intelligence, and that therefore there is nothing to fear and nothing to lose. I take the fearless step today. I step forward in the direction of my financial dreams, without apology, without hesitation, without the shuffling feet of one who is not sure they deserve to arrive. I know I deserve to arrive. I know it because I was created to arrive. I know it because every desire in my heart for abundance and security and freedom and generosity was placed there by the same divine intelligence that also placed within the universe the exact supply to meet that desire. Desire and supply are always equal in the realm of divine law. You are never given a hunger that cannot be fed. You are never given a dream that cannot be fulfilled. You are never given a vision of prosperity without being simultaneously given the inner and outer resources to make that vision real. So I claim my vision now. I claim it fully. I claim the life of abundance that I have imagined. I claim the financial freedom that I have yearned for. I claim the beautiful home, the comfortable life, the ability to care for my family with ease and grace and generosity. I claim the ability to give, to causes I believe in, to support people I love, to live without the crushing weight of financial anxiety pressing down on me at every turn. I claim these things not as someone who is grasping desperately at what they do not have, but as someone who is joyfully accepting what is already theirs. There is a difference between grasping and accepting. Grasping comes from fear. Accepting comes from faith. And I am operating entirely from faith now. The invisible forces of the universe are conspiring for my good. That word conspiring, let us reclaim it from its negative usage and restore it to its most glorious meaning. The universe is breathing together on my behalf. The stars are aligned in my favor. The angels, those invisible workers of divine will, are moving through the corridors of possibility, opening doors, removing obstacles, smoothing paths, making crooked places straight on my behalf. I am not alone in this. I have never been alone in this. Behind me, around me, before me, within me, there is a power and a presence that is entirely devoted to my highest good. And that power does not know how to fail. This power has never lost a case. This power has never looked at a situation and declared it too far gone, too broken, too hopeless to be turned around. I have seen it take the most shattered financial lives and rebuild them into testimonies of miracles. I have seen it take people who were buried under mountains of debt and set them free in ways that the logical mind could never have predicted or planned. I have seen it take barren seasons of poverty and turn them into springs of abundance so sudden and so lavish that the only possible explanation was divine intervention. And what it has done for others, it will do for me. What it has done before, it will do again. It is no respecter of persons. It responds to faith. It responds to belief. It responds to the spoken word of one who refuses to accept the evidence of lack as the final word on their financial situation. The final word on my financial situation is abundance. The final word is overflow. The final word is paid in full, more than enough, blessed and prosperous and free. I speak this final word now. I speak it over my bank account. I speak it over my business. I speak it over my career. I speak it over every financial endeavor and every money relationship and every economic situation in my life, paid in full. More than enough. Blessed and prosperous and free. Paid in full. More than enough. Blessed and prosperous and free. These words are not empty sounds. These words are seeds of divine reality taking root in the soil of my life. These words have power because all words have power. And these words, spoken in faith, spoken with feeling, spoken from the deep knowing of one who understands the laws of the universe, carry the creative force of the divine intelligence that speaks through me. I am not waiting for someone to rescue me. I am not waiting for the economy to improve, or for the political situation to stabilize, or for the markets to cooperate, or for anyone else to give me permission to prosper. I do not need permission. My permission was granted the day I was created. My prosperity was established before I drew my first breath. I am simply remembering what was always true and aligning my life with the truth of it. The rescue I have been waiting for is the rescue of my own believing. The moment I truly believe, the moment I cross over from hoping to knowing, from wishing to claiming, from asking to receiving, that is the moment everything changes, and I am in that moment now. I am in the moment of my crossing over. I feel it. I feel the shift. I feel the internal rearrangement as something that was clenched begins to release, as something that was closed begins to open, as something that was dark with worry begins to lighten with the dawn of true believing. The dawn is here. The light is here. The abundance is here, pressing against the veil of my unbelief, waiting only for my full yes, my unequivocal yes, my yes without reservation, and without deadline, and without condition. And I give that yes now. Yes. Yes to my abundance. Yes to my prosperity. Yes to my financial freedom. Yes to the divine plan for my economic life that is so much more beautiful and so much more generous than anything I could design for myself. Yes, 1,000 times yes. There are miracles with my name on them. There are financial miracles, specific and personal and tailor-made for my unique life and my unique needs and my unique dreams. They are real. They are prepared. They are coming. Some of them are coming in ways that will make me laugh with pure delight because of how perfectly they fit, how perfectly timed they are, how clearly they bear the signature of the divine intelligence that knows me completely and loves me without limit. Some of them are coming through channels I am aware of, through the natural unfolding of efforts I have already made, through seeds I have already planted that are finally ready to harvest. And some of them are coming from completely unexpected directions, from sources I have never considered, through connections I have not yet made, via paths that exist right now in the invisible realm and are becoming more solid and more real with every word of faith I speak. I speak those words now. I speak them boldly, and I speak them clearly, and I let them go out into the universe with the certainty of one who knows how the law works, who has tested it and found it faithful, who has tasted abundance and recognized it as home. My words are working right now. My faith is producing right now. The divine mechanism of creation and manifestation is humming with activity on my behalf right now. And I rest in that knowing. I rest with the deep and settled peace of one who has done their part, who has spoken their word, who has planted their seed, and who now trusts the ground to do what only the ground can do. Peace. There is such peace in this place of true believing. The frantic quality of chasing, of striving, of white-knuckling prosperity, it falls away completely when you finally, really believe that you already have it. The exhausting effort of trying to force abundance into your life through willpower alone dissolves when you understand that abundance is not something to be forced, but something to be received. You are a receiver. You were built to receive. You are designed for it. Open your hands. Open your heart. Open your mind. Let the universe deliver to you the good it has been holding in trust for you, waiting for the moment when you would finally believe enough to let it in. Let it in. Let it all in. Let the money in. Let the opportunities in. Let the miracles in. Let the unexpected blessings and the divine surprises and the heaven-sent windfalls in. Open every door of your consciousness to the flow of abundance that is yours by divine right, and let it flow into your life with the unstoppable force of a river that has found its perfect channel. You are that channel. You have always been that channel, and today you are cleared and open and ready for the full and glorious flow. This is the magic of believing you already have it, not the magic of pretending, not the magic of denial, not the magic of shutting your eyes to your current reality and pretending the bills are not there. The magic is deeper than that. The magic operates at a level where current appearances are not the whole story, where the invisible reality of divine supply outweighs the visible evidence of temporary lack, where your word spoken in faith has more creative power than any bank balance, or market condition, or economic forecast. This is the real magic. This is the old magic, the original magic, the magic that has always been available to those who would dare to believe beyond what their eyes could see. Dare to believe now. Dare to believe beyond what your eyes can see. Dare to believe beyond what the numbers say. Dare to believe beyond what the worried voice in your head insists upon. Dare to believe all the way to the place of deep knowing where the truth lives, undisturbed by appearances. And from that place of deep knowing, speak your abundance into being. Speak it daily. Speak it every morning when you rise and every evening when you lie down. Speak it at the moments of greatest challenge and deepest doubt, most of all in those moments, because those are the moments when your word has the most to overcome and therefore the most power when it succeeds. Your word will succeed. Your faith will succeed. Your believing will succeed. Because the universe cannot fail when a human heart truly believes. It is the law. It is as certain as the rising of the sun and the turning of the tides. What you truly believe, you will see. What you hold in the unshakable certainty of your deepest self, you will experience. What you speak, from the place of knowing rather than hoping, you will manifest. And you are manifesting right now. Right now. Even as you breathe, even as you listen, even as these truths settle into the fertile ground of your receptive heart, the universe is responding, the divine substance is taking shape. The abundance is moving toward you with all the unstoppable momentum of the infinite supply that has always, always been yours. Receive it. Receive it now. Receive it fully. Receive it with joy and with gratitude and with the quiet, settled, beautiful certainty of one who knows that they are loved, that they are provided for, that they are held by an intelligence and a power that will never, not for one single moment, leave them without the supply they need to live fully and give generously and be everything they were created to be. This is your truth. This has always been your truth. And now you know it. Now you live it. Now you walk in it, today and every day, as the prosperous, abundant, divinely supplied, magnificently blessed soul that you have always, always been. It is so. It is already so. And so it is.